Please find the piece of paper, open it up, and please read it.
I will not consent to that, Your Honor. Or do I agree to that, Your Honor? I do not.
Mr. Brooks, then I'm going to advise the Sheriff's Department to find the piece of paper and hand it to me so that I can read it. So that those are your two options.
What would be the basis for that, Your Honor?
Mr. Brooks, this is an issue that you raised, and I need to bring it to finality and know what the test result is.
Okay, with all due respect.
So this is the Judge Dorow that I like. What's going on, everyone? You're watching Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. If at any point in time you like the video, smash that like button. Also, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and leave a comment down below. I know, we're just gonna talk about a couple more of these little videos. We're not gonna like, I hope we don't like get obsessed with this trial again for the third time. But I like this Judge Dorow because honestly, first of all, this is Brooks's motion, but now the court needs to proceed. And she says, look, we need this. And she's very clear and to the point. I don't like that her arms are crossed, but I do like that she's standing. I think that that shows, you know, authority, because she's already on an elevated platform as a judge, but now she's standing. She's really telling him, this is what time it is. And I like that. But she's not yelling. She's not cursing at him. Some judges do that. She's not yelling or cursing. But she's owning this moment. I mean, she is owning this moment. And he is seated. The voice is low. She's in complete control right here. The only thing, I don't like the arms crossed, but that may be a non-factor. I think it is, because she is in control. And you can hear a pin drop in that court. She's in charge. I like this Judge Dorow. And she tells him what she needs.
So those are your two options.
What would be the basis for that, Your Honor?
Mr. Brooks, this is an issue that you raised, and I need to bring it to finality and know what the test result is.
But we know how Brooks is. So we know that he's not just going to pick option A or option B. So he tries to get in some extra stuff. She closes him out right then and there. It's over. You didn't want option one? Well, we're getting you option two. I mean, that's how she rolls. If she would have rolled like that the whole trial, I'd have given her 100. But listen, I mean, maybe that's not feasible. Maybe she couldn't. Maybe, you know, she did the best that she could. But I just got to tell you, I love this Judge Dorow. Like Marlo from, oh my gosh. Victoria from Canada sends me this clip. I loved it. I've seen it so many times because it really does show. I had not seen this before, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really trying not to, but like, this is now, if this is a sort of, you know, other phase or whatever, if it's more than just a couple of videos, right? This would be the third time that I've like fallen into this black hole, this abyss of Darrell Brooks Jr. Trial stuff. But I just got to tell you, I've never seen this clip. It was, to me, it was like a 9.7 clip. Like, I don't like that her arms are crossed, but I really think that that really didn't factor in at all. I just really dug seeing her in this very, very, you know, commanding role. So yeah, if you guys have more clips, you know, I'll be happy to, again, I have to, okay, so let me put this out there as well, just as a little bit of housekeeping stuff to unpack. I get a lot of clips, okay? When I was doing the content, the Darrell Brooks trial content and all that, I was getting seriously upwards of 100 clips a week. Whether it was YouTube, whether it was Facebook, whether it was Instagram or TikTok or my direct email, I was getting them. And I mean, you know, even when I was like putting out, you know, 5, 6, even 7 videos a week, that's like a video a day, basically. There's just no way that I could make videos on all those clips. And some of the clips are, obviously, they're not all original because there's parts of a clip that I might have covered in another video. But then you get a comment, like you get a clip like this one that Marlo sent from Victoria, and it's like, I had not seen this. Like, I didn't even see like a part of it anywhere else, much less did I do a video about it. So, and again, like I said, I am not going to spend, you know, the 300 hours of time to watch a trial from beginning to end. And even if I did, because you figure it was like, sometimes it was like 10, 15 hours a day, and it was like what, 17 days long, 20 days long. So I don't know. I can't. You can't. And even if you could, you couldn't possibly like be so engaged that you would catch every little bit and piece. You know, it's impossible. So, but this one here, this clip here, I hadn't seen at all. So I mean, you know, it inspired me to make a video. Marlo, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I think that honestly, you know, I made a video yesterday for I believe it was Everything Else channel, but it was the convenience factor where Darrell Brooks Jr. was complaining that why couldn't he have his documents delivered at the jail? Why did he have to like wait around at the courthouse? You know, and it's just it's crazy how entitled and how just, you know, narcissistic this individual is. I mean, he's on trial for killing like 5 or 6 people, injuring 80, and he's like concerned about, you know, having to wait an extra, you know, an extra few minutes at the courthouse, you know, or an extra hour or two. And I've heard people say, well, where does he have to go? He's going to be in jail the rest of his life. Well, as I said on that video, and I'll say on this video, again, it's all what you make it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously being in prison must be horrible. I've never been. I don't ever want to go. But you know, especially him being high profile and all that, he's probably getting a little bit better treatment just because, look, I mean, nobody wants to hear him say he's hungry, you know, because he's not getting good food at jail. I mean, that makes the jail look bad, right? So I'm sure that, you know, unless he doesn't have money on the books, which he probably does, and you know the prisoners are buying him stuff, and people have been saying, well, you know, they're probably extorting him. No, they're not. They want to be his friend because everybody's looking at him. And anyway, so you know that it's not obviously home, but he could probably get a shower whenever he wants because in the trial process, he can't be expected to keep their schedule because he's in trial. So he can probably get a shower when he gets back, a hot meal. You know, he's probably got a TV in his pod or in his single cell or at the rec room or whatever. And, you know, if he falls asleep, I mean, if he gets tired, he can go to sleep or, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. He can't do any of those things at the courthouse. So we're, you know, I totally laugh like, oh, where does he got to go? Well, actually, he wants to go back to his home or whatever temporary home that is. But home is still home. You know, you can eat, shower, you know, watch TV and go to sleep. Not all in that order. But you know what I mean? But it's crazy how entitled he is, though, that he feels that he should be afforded the right to go home when the judge, the court staff, the bailiffs, the prosecutors, they can't. They just keep working. And again, it's probably why he had such a bad relationship with so many of his friends and loved ones. You know what I mean? But at the same time, seeing the judge be able to rein him in and be able to proceed is just even more, I think, I don't know like exactly what part of the trial this was, but there was no point in time where Judge Dorow just got tough. And, you know, this is not, excuse me, this is not the Judge Dorow that I'm accustomed to seeing. And, you know, it's just nice to, it's nice to see her like that. I'm gonna tell you something. Citrus Drop, the Kroger bootleg Mountain Dew, is good. But then Walmart's Dr. Thunder is the Dr. Pepper ripoff. I think Mountain Crush or something. It's really good too. But I think Publix started this whole thing with the store brands being just as good as the whatever they're trying to imitate or better sometimes. Because I'll tell you, the Walmart Diet Mountain Dew, I will buy that over Diet Mountain Dew. And the Citrus Drop here is pretty good. I won't buy it over Diet Mountain Dew, but it's pretty good. It's actually really good. It's very good. But it's also not exact. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm feeling bad saying that, but no, real talk, the Mountain whatever from Walmart, I'd buy that over a Diet Mountain Dew. But it'd be tough though. Diet Mountain Dew is the best. I mean, Diet Mountain Dew, actually I wouldn't. Let me be honest, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't buy you or I wouldn't buy the Mountain Crush over Diet Mountain Dew because let's be real, Diet Mountain Dew's like, that's the best. But The Walmart one is pretty epically fantastic, and the citrus drop is pretty epically fantastic as well. So, so yeah, definitely. But they do make you burp though. Sorry about that, but I'm just a regular guy, you know, just a regular guy. That's it. So maybe less than a regular guy, maybe a rude guy. I don't know, whatever I am, but I'm an honest guy. So I'm not going to edit that out because that would suggest that I never burp, you know? Anyways. Yeah, I just think that, I'm just like thinking about the judge and that, like, that whole role. And I mean, she just got everything right. I mean, she was making eye contact with him too. She was just emotionless to whatever answer he had except for the one she wanted to hear. And I think she laid down the law better than even Sue Opera. Because Sue Opera, I like, you know, how tough she is, but she's not able to be tough and quiet. She's tough and loud, but Judge Dorow was tough and she was quiet. I mean, she nailed it.